Hey, it's Clay Trader, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol NLST. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame. I think that's a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price. And that makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Don't mean to state the obvious or rub salt in one's any wounds, but pretty rough day, gap down, and then a bunch of volume came in. However, this is what presents a very interesting setup going into tomorrow, and that setup revolves around the fact that seemingly the bleeding has stopped and the bulls are trying to put in a bottom right there at 28 cents. On 2 separate occasions today, both there during the first 30 minutes and then during the final 30 minutes right there, the bears try to press down through that 28-cent range, and to give credit where credit's due, the bulls did indeed hold strong. And in fact, the final 30 minutes, not only did the price hold, but you look down here at the volume bar that formed, and a good solid amount of volume occurred during that final 30 minutes. Now, don't get me wrong, and I wish the market was this easy. Just because the price gets beat up and then starts to go sideways and bounces off a certain spot a couple of times, does that mean that it's for sure a bottom and that this thing's bouncing up to 50 cents tomorrow? Again, I wish the market was that easy. I wish trading was that easy. But no, I'm not saying that. No such thing as a guarantee. Now, would it be shocking to see some sort of bounce? No, it would not be shocking to see a bounce. But again, that doesn't mean that it's a guarantee. If you've traded for a while, then you know, and you understand that when stocks get beat down, they can produce some very nice bounces. Doesn't happen every time, but yeah, it's not shocking when it does happen. And given the current price action in regard to that 28-cent mark, makes it kind of a type scenario. So it's worth keeping an eye on. So if you haven't connected those dots going into tomorrow, 28 cents, definitely that important level of support. Now, in the event it does start to bounce, let's talk about a couple areas of potential resistance. First key area of resistance on any sort of bounce is going to be right here at the 35-cent mark. If the price can push through 35, the next key overall area right up there at the 40-cent mark. So 35 and 40, 2 key hurdles. But right now, top priority, not necessarily breaking those levels of resistance. Top priority is stabilizing. And so if that means if the price goes sideways another couple of days but keeps on bouncing up above 28 cents, that would be a good sign that, this is, very well potentially a bottom, and maybe we'll see some sort of bounce. So it's not like it has to bounce tomorrow, but it's worth keeping an eye on. So we'll see if the bulls can put together some sort of dead cat bounce or not.
One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.